Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For today, I want to show you how I built this amazing three-way roundabout. Let's get started. So the very first thing we need to do is get the intersection in place. So what I'm doing right now is I'm adding two roads. The second road will be at a 120-degree angle. Basically, we want to create a simple triangle from all these roads. And the next part of this build is we needed to add the one-way roads. Hey, it's a roundabout, guys, so we needed to use the one-way roads. The third thing is removing the nodes. So by removing the nodes, you can use the move it tool and create that bend. So you can see that we're using the move it mod to create a bend and making sure the intersections are still intact. And that's key. You don't want them to disappear. Now, our fourth step is using the node controller mod. So what we're doing is we're adjusting each of the intersections and we're stretching it out. So don't forget to hit that plus button and then stretch each of the intersections to about 60. I'm not sure if that's degrees. I just know it's about 60, give or take, 57, 59, 60, give or take a few different, lengths. But anyways, once we have that, we want to get the roundabout in place. So what we're doing is we're using the TMPE traffic manager mod. You can see that on the screen. And we're just doing lane management right now to make sure that, hey, it is a roundabout and that cars will be going in a complete circle and able to get out of this three-way roundabout. So definitely one of the best mods is the TMPE traffic manager. So now we are on step number 5. We're getting close to it, and we're going to use the line intersection marking tool. So what the line intersection marking tool does is it helps you create the lines in the game itself. So on the screen in front of you, you're going to see some solid lines get created. So what we're doing is we're basically drawing on those lines. So as we keep going along, we want to we want to create lines on both sides of these intersections that have been stretched with the node controller mod. So as you can see on the screen in front of you, we do have a bunch of different little things, little lines, and now we just want to try to clean them up when we're using the line intersection mod. So as you can see right now, everything is pretty much cleaned up lines wise. We're just trying to get rid of a few different things. And as you can see, we cleaned up most of the lines. So now we have what's called a filler. So we're going to use the Alt button, hold that down, and we create a filler that can, essentially fill it in. It can be in concrete, it could be pinstripe lines, it can be grass, it could be whatever you really want it to be. So what you can do after that is copy and paste those intersections over. Now you saw me quickly copy and paste and then things didn't look right. So what you can do is you can actually adjust it. As you see on the screen in front of you, I just basically adjusted the filler just to make sure it would actually be the right direction and look cool for what we're trying to build. So the next part we're getting into what do we want to do with these fillers. So what I'm doing is I'm increasing the height of the curb. So you could see to the left, or right now on the screen, is it goes from blank to you could just see a concrete outline of a curb. So that looks really, really cool. And I would say that for the last part, now that we have all of our curbs in place, the last part is we're going to detail up the entire three-way roundabout. So I am using Surface Painter and I am adding some concrete, which obviously in this situation, it's probably a good idea. Then what I like to do is I like to use these concrete planters that are from the City Skylines Steam Workshop. Now, obviously I couldn't really get a good triangle, but I used the Move It mod just to kind of, just shift it to where I wanted it to look and stuff like that. So now what we're doing is we want to make this more interesting, because right now it just kind of looks vanilla, plain and boring, and you're kind of like, what in the world are we doing? So right now I'm searching for these planters. So right there, I put them on the corners of the triangle and then one in the middle. What you could do is they're cool spots where you could just place trees and it just kind of looks cool. Now, the next part I wanted to do was I wanted to fill in the fillers. Yeah, fill in the fillers. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but we are filling in the fillers with bushes, which I thought that was a good one. I think maybe next time I do it, you know, just have the bushes a little bit more closer together. But overall, it still worked out really well. So I really don't have any issues with how the fillers looked. So now the problem is you can't add trees directly in the filler. So what I did was I put a couple trees on the outside and then used the Move It mod just to kind of, you know, put those trees in there. Any other decorating and stuff like that, you can see I'm just adding trees along the outside and stuff like that. So guys, this is the end result. What do you guys think of this three-way roundabout? Do you guys like it? Do you guys think it's cool? Please let me know in the comment section below what you think. I personally think these things are kind of cool to put in your city. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.